Now it should be. Welcome everybody. Managers are back in Monaco round one for a brand new season for ERC. And I know you might be wondering, where the hell is all the good racing and all of that sort of stuff? We should be on track, not in the loading screen. I'll tell you why, because we've got a lot to go through. My name's Casper, glad to have you along with us. I'm alongside Mike, who is now the new co-host. And I'm hearing myself back.
It's all right, it was me, sorry.
It's all right. Who's now the new co-host of a Monday podcast for ERC.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's well.
Yes. Hello, everybody. But yes, glad to have you all along with us. New season, new cars, new teams, pretty much new everything other than the game. We're still on F1 23, which 24 is coming out of the back at the end of May. So that's so for season 13 will be most likely on there. But Monaco, first time in we think 4 seasons that we've been to the south of France.
According to the Bible, it's 4 seasons, Casper.
Ah, he's dug out the Bible, has he? Good man.
Never go far without my Bible.
Never go far. Well, one other thing that's majorly changed, we'll go through the changes as we go along. One of the other big changes that has happened is we're not doing short qualifying anymore. You may remember that we used to do short quali, just the Q1 session, and that decided the grid. Drivers preferred a long quali, so here we are, full qualifying, half distance race, should take no longer than 2 hours.
Yeah, quite looking forward to the new format. Teams and drivers, Casper.
Yes. Lots of new drivers, lots of returning drivers as well. So plenty of stuff to look forward to, methinks.
Definitely. We did speak about it earlier on. What are you thinking of the teams to watch out for on your individual drivers' champions, Casper? Who's tickling your fancy?
In terms of drivers' champions, I'm looking at people like Rookie. He's always been up there. I think the back end of last season, just in general, just across the 100 and a couple managers races that I've seen as well, he was doing quite well. So if he can keep season, but again, towards the back end of that season, was able to get plenty of points. Innova Eagle was, I believe, last season's champion.
Yeah.
So again, you can't count him out. It's the same game, same sort of stuff. He'll still have the pace, most likely that he would have had previously. Exo and Bird, again, you can't knock them out. They're always sort of up the upper end, especially someone like Bird, who rarely ever makes a mistake. And there's quite a few new people that we've got. For example, CDMJW, Mirelios, Mark, William as well. So there's lots of sort of new faces to the crowd, and we don't really know how they're going to perform. So it's an extra little bit of an unknown, I think.
Yeah, nice. I've noticed a little reserve cameo role from Tiny tonight in the AlphaTauri. He is a Monaco specialist.
Very true.
I'm looking. Obviously, you've got to count Innova Eagle in with drivers' championships. He'd be up there if he was riding a push bike with Innova Eagle. But what's caught my eye, Casper, is Scar in the Red Bull.
Yes.
That has really tickled me fancy. Obviously, you mentioned Shaggy in a Mercedes. One of my favourites is Master Bear, but unfortunately he's not here tonight, so that puts him on the back foot for the championships. And then you've got the Alfa Romeo team of De Knoxville and Mark, who are unknown to us.
Very much so, yeah.
You don't know what's what. There's an outside chance the constructors have gone for the AlphaTauri with King and Nathan. Nathan's not here tonight, so Tiny's racing. I fancy McLaren with Jelly and Stan McKenzie, and also obviously it depends on these newies, but Red Bull have got me in with a chance with ever dependent rookie, and like I say, could be rejuvenated Scar. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I should also mention, I do believe we are at a nighttime Monaco. That is correct. There was some concern with regards to tyre temperature, I do believe, or something like that. I know a couple of drivers raised some issues, so that is why I think we are, believe it or not, under the lights at Monaco, which
I know.
is a rarity
Very.
in itself.
I've never seen it in the old 60 years. I've never seen Monaco at night, mate.
Well, there you go. First man on track as well in the new ERC Season 12, just overall, is one of our new guys, TTV Mark.
Aha. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he
He's
is.
just come out of Sandavart.
Gotcha.
Now, the big question is, of course, can I remember all the corner names?
Oh, I've got them written down.
I need to get a chart up then.
Well,
my word.
If you want to get your chart going while I focus on Mark.
Just get it up on my phone.
Go on then, mate. Yeah, Mark, new driver, is in the Alfa Romeo. And just going under the tunnel now. Ooh, what's that sound? Yeah.
Yes.
I want to be there.
For a very high price, you probably could be.
No, I'll wait till that lottery numbers come in, Casper, and then I might. The thing is, with this track, as you know as well as anybody else, not a very good specky track, is it? No, there's, you're in one place and you just see them cars go past, whereas like the Silverstone and places like that, you can see a good percentage of the track. Yeah. Well, here he comes anyway, starting his the first lap of season 12.
Should we go on board with him? Do you want to do a lap?
It's entirely up to you, young man.
Okay. Well, again, Monaco at night, not something we see much often. Through Massenet into Casino Square. Nicely handled through there. First sector through here, 19.4, as it heads down into Mirabeau and then into the hairpin. Slow
the Grand Hotel hairpin.
Ooh, almost hit the wall there.
And into Mirabeau Bath.
Oh, yes.
And the tunnel. Ooh, I love that sound.
That is brilliant. Down into the Nouvelle Chicane. One of, believe it or not very many overtaking spots around this circuit.
Yeah, it took that well, actually.
I was going to say, did quite well through there. Hits the wall through to back, into the pool and out of the pool.
Sector 2. Obviously,
probably because yeah. Into the Rasgas and then through the sort of right and then clunky left at Anthony Nose, and then his first lap of ERC is a 1:12, 13.1.
Shaggy's next mucker.
Where's Shaggy? Second down on here, up to the line. Shaggy can never be counted out, and he's proving that now. 12.7. Remember, this is full qualifying, so we are going to be seeing 4 of these drivers drop out in about 14 minutes' time. Looking on with SSR William, in the Williams, rather ironically.
Yeah, I'm on, I think Bush Pigs you next. He's just coming up to start-finish straight now.
See where he comes through the timing. 13.7, so over a second down. Just under even on Shaggy, but here comes the season champ. 1:11, might I add. Perfect time, I think, as Williams gone into the pit lane.
In the pits, he has, yes. And then who's next? Is that? It's Mark.
Mark on another push.
I think so, yeah.
He's just gone into the pit lane.
Call me a liar, Mark. Thank you.
We'll go on board with Rank Prees, going through the chicane and then down the left-hander to back. I've not seen him for a while, but that might be because I only cover the 100.
Yeah, Ranks. He's been in regular in the Masters and Managers. He's another one. He's another one. He could be a big name this season. I know he's only a reserve tonight, but he's gone P2.
I was about to say, I know he's only a reserve, but a hell of a way to make a name for yourself for the second half of the season. Remember that drive contracts are only for this first 6 races.
There's a first look at Knoxville. He's gone P6.
15.8, quite considerably off the pace, unfortunately for him. But there's still plenty of time.
I think, oh no, that's Stannis, that's Gary on an outlap. And then, who's that?
I think I'm looking at Waldo at the moment. He's going
we're going with Waldo.
Going into the tunnel. Used to be a DRS zone, this.
He did. He's gone.
Here he comes through the second sector now. Left-hander to back to go for the second sector. See what he gets. 52.5. That's not too bad.
That's purple, isn't it?
Yeah. Taking it nicely through the swimming pool, I'll tell you what. He's on a hell of a pace.
Smooth, isn't he?
Hmm.
There he goes then.
Up to the line. Got a decent line speed there. 1:11.055. Puts him at first place in this qualifying session at the moment. There's still plenty of times to come in. Sam McKenzie's invalidated, but Little Nick is coming through.
Nick. Yeah.
Swimming pool. Scar goes fastest. One of your points for the championship has gone fastest, 10.3. So here comes Little Nick. Not really a time to challenge that top section of the field, but 12.7. It isn't looking too shabby.
Jelly's on an outlet.
Well, here comes the new ERC Thanos. You might remember him as Gary Bluntblade from last season.
Yeah. Gazo
goes 9th place, 14.2. Should also mention that Gary has become one of our international paddock commentators. You might be seeing him here and there on the channel. As William comes down the hill into the chicane. Nicely handled through there. As the racer, because out of the two of us, you are.
Take your word for it, Casper.
Well, if FSC is anything to go by, you're definitely a racer.
Alright, well, fair enough, take that.
What if you were going to go for a move, right? Because we know overtaking at Monaco is tricky / nigh on impossible. Where would you sort of even consider?
Turn 1. If I could get a tight line around the Grand Hotel hairpin, I'd try there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the bottom of the tunnel at the Nouvelle chicane.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's about it, I think. In the pits, I'll overtake in the pits, I will. Safest place.
I mean, that's usually where most of the overtaking happens. Tiny Monaco specialist in your words has gone 5th place.
Yeah. He's very rarely puts a foot wrong. I don't mean to be a commentator's curse here, but very rarely puts a foot wrong. I'm on with Little Mick. I think he's on the flyer as well. He's
half a second fast.
Too. Yeah,
I was about to say fastest middle as well. So 2 purple sectors. I also mentioned that Tiny's going on holiday tomorrow, so have a good one if you're going to be watching this back. But here comes. Oh well, he might already be packed. Not quite the middle sector of his dreams, but Little Mick goes up a position into 6th place.
I think Bush Pig's on
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, nicely through the swimming pool, through Raskas, slightly deep into there, and then into Anthony Noakes. Careful on the slight drop downhill, 113 to beat. It's a 112.9, so again pushes
King
himself
next.
up a couple of spots.
King.
King, where are you? You're quite far down. Gone to 5th place. Again, I think he's got the pace to sort of be up there in terms of like championship.
CDMJ just going over the line.
Puts himself 8th
Eight.
place. Good stuff there from the rookie. Right.
Haas. Who's that Haas? That's Little Mick on a cool down lap. Jelly.
Let's
Jelly's just
have a
going
look.
through the tunnel.
Mark's just started a lap. Sam McKenzie's on an out lap at the moment. We've got 15 drivers who have set a lap so far. We don't expect Rookie to.
No, I think Jelly's on it. He's always down. Sorry, getting all excited then for no reason.
All good, mate. All good. Bush Pig is down. Mark is up by half a second as he goes through the hairpin. Again, almost hitting that wall. Struggling to get through the hairpin on a tight line there. He goes back under the tunnel. Down the hill towards the Nouvelle chicane. I was about to call it the New Nouvelle. Nouvelle, yes. Got a bit of Formula E stuck in my head constantly.
He's 8 tenths up, is he? I couldn't see that.
8.5 tenths and a fastest middle sector as well. So this is a very good lap from Mark. Back end stepping out there through the Raskas over Anthony Noakes and then to the line. Where's he going to come out? Goes 13th to 8th place. Good lap there. For
Sam McKenzie's invalidated. CDMJ, I don't know whether he's on a push lap or a cooler dooner. He's 200th down this time, so he could be on a fast one. Just going around the hotel chicane.
Hotel chicane.
Hairpin. Got my words muggled up there, Michael.
Well, he's going through the tunnel sweeper, not the tunnel chicane, and then down into the Nouvelle chicane.
Uncle Exo is in the chat. Evening, Uncle Exo. And I think that's Sam as well. Yeah, Sam is... good evening, Mike and Casper. Just in qualifying. Good luck tonight, Sam.
Oh, he's actually made it into the race. Good on him. Well done. Good stuff. CDM is going into the pits. Not happy with his time. But here comes Mark, also going into the pits.
William.
That's exactly who I've just jumped on to see what he does. He's coming across the line, so must be an improvement. Through Anthony Noakes, see what time he puts in. Goes from 10th. Is he going to go up? Goes from 10th to 6th.
Nice one, William.
Good stuff there.
We're on Sam McKenzie.
Sam McKenzie? Yeah. What are you thinking about Sam McKenzie and just like the general McLaren lineup?
I'm very much liking it. Jelly, one of my favourite. Always invalidated Sam. Jelly's one of my favourite drivers. He's up there. They are one of my fancies for the constructors, the McLaren guys.
Goodness me. Yeah, no, I can definitely see sort of Sam McKenzie and Jelly do have quite a lot of pace with them. This is going to be interesting to see what happens throughout. Gary Thanos, it's going to be weird calling him that, is coming through the final corner now. So he's going to be starting a lap with 3.5 minutes to go. Evening, Scar. Glad to have you all along with us, as with everybody else in the stream. King's retired. Happy with 5th place.
Scar, Philip.
His name Philip?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Oh, my word.
Do you know what's his name? Gary Thanos.
Yes.
That sounds like a singer's name to me. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Gary Thanos.
I can honestly, I can see it. I can sort of see it being like, and then he bumps out some deep, like deep bass jazz kind of thing.
Yeah, it could also be one of them Dream Boys, the strippers, Gary Thanos.
I'm not going to ask why that came into your head, but let's not tell the wife.
Yeah, Gary's here now, just coming around the final bend, and he's in the pits. Cheers, Gary.
It didn't look to be like much of a good lap. I think it was 1.3 seconds down after the second sector, so he's just gone into the pits. And he's going to be hoping.
On a good one.
Yeah, Shaggy's on a very good lap, 10th and a half up. But
Hello,
I think
Michael. Scar.
Oh, he's used your full name. Good grief.
Only my mother calls me Michael.
Lord help us all. Oh, I sometimes do.
Yeah, you do actually.
I do. Usually as a joke, but not always. Shaggy through the tunnel. Fine Walder's retired from the session as well. Happy with second place. You okay?
What?
Thanks, I guess.
I inhaled my tea instead of swallowed it. Purple sector 2 for Shagster.
I was about to mention that as well. Into, I'll call it Mirabeau. Larascas through Anthony Nogues. Again, back end stepping out a little bit. Shaggy up to the line now. 11th to 9th. I think that secured his Q2 spot. Jelly, half a second up on his personal best in the first sector. And there's an Alpine right behind him as well. I think that's CD.
Oh, kiss the wall there.
In fact, it will be CD because CD is the only Alpine tonight, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Jelly up to the line. Through the final complex corners, hits the wall again.
He's lost the wing.
He's lost the wing, but that won't really impact him too much down this straight, or will it? It does, surprisingly. 13.7. And now he's going to be horrifically slow on this lap. Can't improve, so 13's the best that he can do here.
Exo's just gone in the pits.
That's not a surprise. The Exo and Rookie usually don't qualify. Mirelios also doesn't seem to be qualifying. So joining that pack. And Sam McKenzie also won't have set a lap time. So I think everybody who's set a time is fine, is going to be okay. But we'll just see who actually gets the best.
CDMJ is just a couple of hundredths down on his time. See if he can make some time up as he's going through the tunnel.
Glorious sounds of the tunnel. Checker flag is out now as well.
Ooh.
So these are the final laps into the Nouvelle Chicane. Cuts that nicely. Careful because of that sausage curb on the inside. Through to back. Fastest middle sector, and he's up on his time. Taking that swing crawl very nicely. Kisses the wall. Lap is, however, still valid. But he's gone into the pit, so he's happy with his 11th place, and I don't blame him.
That's it, mate. Everybody else is on an in lap.
That is it. So, the four drivers that we're going to see out are the four that actually haven't set a lap time. It's Newbie Morelios, Exo, who doesn't usually set a lap time, Rookie, who doesn't set a lap time, and Sam McKenzie, who weirdly actually really struggled in that qualifying session.
Yeah, that's a surprise, that. Sam is usually up there with the pace, but obviously he's invalidated a couple of times. But
he invalidated quite a lot of times there.
Yeah, but Monaco, I don't think it really matters where you start, because there's going to be a safety car, isn't there? Well, let's see. Might surprise us.
In my opinion, it actually really matters where you start, because what if there isn't a safety car? You can't really overtake around here. But let's put that to the side. Scar, Waldo, Eagle, your top three. And then again, the drivers who are coming out are the ones that actually haven't set a lap time. Morelios, Exo, Rookie, and Sam McKenzie. Remember, this is full qualifying as well. So we are going to be seeing Q2 and Q3. But Q2 is starting in, 18 seconds time. So be sure not to miss out, because we've got a hell of a
Just
race, hopefully.
yeah, we've got the Dream Boy, Gary Thanos in the chat. Hello, chat. Hello, gents. He's saying,
Gary,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Gary Thanos.
I'm not sure I want to know. Again, I'm going to mention this again. I'm not sure why that came to your head. But all
You know
I'm
me
going to
as well
say...
about everybody else, Casper.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm going to relate to a post that Bird put in the chat today on ERC's Discord, welcoming a new member to ERC and telling him to keep his missus away from Papa Wallace.
I wonder why.
Charming.
I wonder why. Q2, 15 minutes, so we're going to be seeing 5 of these drivers dropping out at the end of this session. And while we've got this not extended, longer than what we used to in terms of qualifying, because we have to adjust to full quali now again, is we thought we'd mention, again, there's going to be quite a lot of changes sort of happening with this new season. I don't suppose you want to take us through a few of them?
Regarding what? Casper was miles away then. Sorry, Mike.
Just in general, stuff like the changes that are happening from last season to this. So, for instance, the first big one, obviously, we're in full quali. But, for instance, the safety car rule.
Right, you'll have to remind me on that because I'm not... I can't remember seeing that.
Basically, as far as I'm aware, there is a new rule being implemented from this season, which I've seen across a couple of different leagues. And basically, because this game doesn't actually have an unlapping system in terms of safety car.
Ah, yes, yeah.
What we're going to start trying to do, maybe not around here, because around here is bloody difficult to do this.
Yeah.
But what we're going to try and do is, if possible, let the lapped car overtake all the drivers that are in front of it, by all the drivers in front of it actually going off track, because then that is able to happen. And it's basically EA being EA, and that's why we've had to implement this rule. But it's hopefully going to, keep the people at the back sort of in it, which, to be fair, in ERC, there's not usually much of a gap between the people at the front and the people at the back. So, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I am as well. Well, you saw the calamity with a different league on the Friday night. That first race at Bahrain.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, other rules that are coming in as well. There's the Discord. This is ERC, their own rule.
Yes.
Anybody getting feisty and misbehaving in the Discord chat will be taken to the House of Pain.
Yes, Helga's House of Pain, I think it's called, to give it its full title.
Yeah. House of Pain.
And actually, speaking of the Discord, we do have a new insider.
Yes, we do. Now, is it a new one?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Yeah. I think it's a new one because the spelling's not much better than Rookie's, but it is better. Ooh, that was a King's just hit the wall, just set the fastest time. He's hit the wall quite hard there, just going into Marabou. But anyway, Innova Eagles gone on 1:10.3.
I should mention that Rookie did come out as the insider sort of at the end of the season, and claims to have given it to someone else because he doesn't have enough time. But nowadays, I'm not sure who to believe.
Well, the other rule that the ERC have brought in as well is if the stewards deem that another driver is at fault for a DNF, then the driver who DNF will have their target adjusted. Fair point, Matt. Fair point.
Fair point. of course, for managers and masters especially, each driver does have sort of points targets that they need to try and hit because contracts. And if they don't hit them, because, say, they were involved in 3 instances which actually weren't their fault, then it's sort of unfair. So from this season going forwards, back end stepping out there for Rank Pre's out of the swimming pool, just on board. So from this season onwards, so if they're involved in a season in an incident that's not really their fault, then that's going to be taken into account, and the requirement is going to be adjusted.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That I think that's a good ruling to bring in. Very suits us all, doesn't it?
No, I agree fully with that. There was a decent amount of I don't want to say complaining, but there was a decent amount of people that were saying, "Oh, I couldn't hit my target because in 6 races I was crashed out of 4 of them." And so I couldn't hit the target, and that's impacted me for this season, for instance. So it's unfortunate, really, but that's going to be taken into account from this season. But we're looking on with Scar in the Red Bull. There's another Red Bull, I think, ahead of him. As Scar goes in front, and that's not a Red Bull. That is, I think, Dun Knoxville. Starting his lap. Mark has invalidated. Here comes CD. Made it into Q2 first time here tonight. And where's he going to end up? 9th place at the moment, 13-1. So not quite up to scratch just yet, but there's plenty of time, plenty of space.
Marco's invalidated.
SSL
what was that?
Williams.
Just seen something. Don't notice me.
SSL Williams gone for a second lap. And he's pushing 3/10 up after 2 sectors. So again, this could... Well, it's not going to improve his position, but it'll improve his time, certainly, as he heads into the Rascasse. Final corner of Anthony Nogues, then through this sort of start-finish sweeper. 12-0, so up by 1/10.5, but not up his position.
Here comes the Knoxville.
No time, goes to 11:15.7. Unfortunate there. And again, Monaco is difficult, but Mick goes to 5th place at 11.4, so he's sort of on the pace, I think. I don't want to say too much, but I think he'll be fine. But if he's not Mick, you can murder me later.
William is 6/10 down. Whether he's going to keep it going, he is using his DRS, but...
Jelly is retired, so he's not going to be setting a time, starting in 15th place. So we're only going to be seeing 4 other drivers, and at the moment it is TTM, Bushpig, Knoxville, Tiny, and Mark. But again, the last 2 haven't set a time, but we do expect them to do exactly that.
Little Mick, I think he's on a... Is he pushing? No.
No. But I do think, is Scar pushing? Possibly.
He's invalidated.
Nah, I've only just noticed that. I've only just realised that. As he goes into the Rascasse. Well, while I've got you here, we'll do a little bit of a driver interview. Round 4, FSC Austria. What you think and what you're hoping?
I'm hoping for a top 10 if my teammate does not write me off.
Oh, yeah.
King's just coming through the tunnel. He's looking quite quick. Yeah, he's 2 unders up on his time. I can't see this going up the leaderboard any, but I think he... What's he doing? What's he doing?
I mean, listen, we saw Max Verstappen claw back 3/10 in that final sector.
Master of the Sandbaggers.
But no, he stays in 6th place. He's improved his time, though. That is Seedy just standing in the middle of the swimming pool chicane.
Yeah.
Scar again is retired
Scar's
from the section,
retired.
but he's in
Chinese
first
on and
place.
all that.
And so is Mark with, I think, about 5 minutes to go. 5.5 even.
Yeah, we've
As
just
if I
only
knew.
got King on track at the moment. I think he's on an in lap, I think.
Well, Mark's on a push lap. He's going through Mirrabone up to Casino Square. And then back down the hill towards Mirrabone. Into left-hander hairpin, tightest corner on the circuit, on the calendar, I'd even go as far as saying.
Yeah. I'll second you on that one, Casper.
Through the tunnel, down the hill. I don't want to say there's a lot of debate about Monaco, right? But whenever Monaco's brought up, everybody says, oh, should it be, shouldn't it be on the calendar? As a one-off sort of thing, I don't mind it.
No. I suppose it's good to have it first on the calendar and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
But it's a hard one. I'm mixed reviews. As a driver, I hate it. Can't stand it.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I was going to say, thank goodness it's quite early in the season, because if it was one of the later races and your championship was decided at Monaco...
Oh, there's Mark. Ripped his wing off. Going into Mirabelle.
Unfortunate there. Tiny's gone 6th. That was just after Mark set his time for... Realised that as well.
Down the tunnel. Yeah.
Down into the tunnel. Not built by Brunel, but by someone else. Don't know who.
There's a point. Scar's just made about the tightest corner. He said, are we forgetting about the castle section at Baku? Yes, definitely. We forgot about that one, Casper, haven't we?
Fair. The only thing that I'd say in comparison, the castle section is technically the uphill bit is technically 3 corners. That hairpin is just 1. That's the only thing that I'd say to that. I know what you mean, and it's very much a contender as William goes 5th, but I still think the hairpin is the tightest. Tightest section, I'll give it to you, but tightest singular corner, I'm being pedantic and sticking to my guns.
No, I think you're right, Casper, actually. Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I am aware that I'm being a right pedant, but on this one I don't really care.
Pedant or peasant?
Pedant. P-E-D-A-N-T. I'm being pedantic.
Bush Pig's on a good one. Up on his time, and we've lost the back end there. I was
going to say he's really pushing, because middle sector was also fastest of all. So he's pushing, goes from 13th in the drop zone. Can he push himself further up? Back end slide really hurt his final sector there. I think that might be what did it there.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's got enough time to recover energy and go again if he wants, but I think he's just going for another push.
I think he is, because he's using the old battery, isn't he? By the looks of it. Is he? No, he isn't. Is he?
Shaggy's on an improved lap as well. Marginally improving, granted, but still an improvement nonetheless. Bird says, castle section is easy. I break my arms around the hairpin, and I think that makes my point.
Yeah, Pig's on a push lap, mate.
Oh, Bush Pig is on a push lap. We'll jump to Bush Pig up to the final, well, not final corner, into the final sector. I think he's still got enough time to go for another lap, should he want it. As he hits the wall there on the inside, and he's gone in.
Shaggy.
Try and keep himself clear of the drop zone. Don't forget, it is the bottom 5 that are going to go out. Shaggy's 9th goes to 8th. That won't have done very much for his nerves. As we're looking at Knoxville, who's invalidated his lap again. He's got enough time to go again, if he wishes. He's going into and then out of the swimming pool. And CD's also started a lap as well.
Bit of an argument going on with Bird and Sky in the chat.
Up your rotation on the wheel then. I don't race wheel, so I still think Monaco hairpin is the tightest.
Right, I think CDM, whatever you call him, is on a pushy.
I just call him CD.
Yeah, I'll do CD.
3/10 up after the first sector, and he's back down the hill into the Nouvelle Chicane. Checkered is out. There's a couple of drivers on laps, but the only one that could really do any damage is CD. He's up 7/10 after the second sector, which could push Mark out and get CD on his first try into the manager's top 10. And for that shootout for pole position, the all-important pole position around here, around the final sweeper. Here he goes from 12th to 10th place, and that puts Mark in the drop zone, and that's really it in terms of...
Tiny could end up P4 here.
You reckon?
Oh, you little shit. He was up on his time.
From what I saw, he was actually down by a 10th.5 through that second sector. Oh my word.
My eyes, and I thought it was a minus, not a plus.
Oh my word. Mike, well, the drop zone, in terms of the bottom 5 at the moment, is Mark, Gary Thanos, TTM Bushpig, Knoxville, and then Jelly, who hasn't set a lap. Biggest surprise for yourself?
Jelly is. Now, whether he's had any internet issues, I don't know, but that's quite... Gary as well.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of people that are sort of...
Bushpig.
I'm honestly surprised that none of the McLarens, who we know have a hell of a lot of pace, aren't in that top 10. Fair cop to, William, CD, who've made it into Q3 first time. Welcome back, Tiny. Welcome back, Scar, as well. I don't think I've seen him in Q3 for a little bit.
No, say it.
But
my tip for the top this year, Scar. My tip for the top.
Pole position is going to be decided in 12 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere.
Are we having predictions for your pole sitter?
Oh, we'll have predictions for pole sitter. I'm going to go Scar.
Casper's gone for Scar.
And if anybody in chat has any predictions for pole position, the way that we do predictions, because we're cool like this, is one man for pole position, and then you guess the podium for the race.
Yeah.
So you put one name down just for pole position. If they don't get pole, for want of a better word, tough shit. And then 3 people for the podium. In order, preferably.
Yeah.
But I think that's no major setback. 11 minutes 45 left in this session. We've only just started it. And
I know Scar's my tip for the top and been quickest in Q1, Q2, but I'm going to go for Inner the Eagle for pole sitter.
Okay. Fair dues. We've got cars on track already. I think that's one of the AlphaTauris that was first. It's King out of Saint-Devote, as he's warming his tyres around this very short lap here in the south of France, Mediterranean coast. That is the little city-state of Monaco.
Come on, chat. Let's have a prediction for your poll, please. Come on. Don't be shy.
See if anybody's got any predictions. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers out, 5 in the pit lane for this all-important qualifying session. Some would say, well, I would say, most important one of the lot.
Definitely.
Because
It's particularly at a track like Monaco,
A,
as we've mentioned. Yeah,
it's
as we've
Monaco,
mentioned, overtaking spots.
near none. But also, you do well in this one. You're looking at it's just momentum for the rest of the season if you can keep it going. But the first man start lap is King up to Saint Devot, pelting it through turn 1, and then up the slalom section through into Massenet and Casino Square and down towards Mirabeau, mind bumping the road. Fastest first sector by respect of being the first one on a lap. We'll pop the telemetry on as well, down to first or even second gear. Through that hairpin. Into Portier and then through the tunnel. Right hand sweeper. Up to 7th gear. Do you even broach 8th gear on this circuit?
I don't know where you can, to be honest with you. Unless you're coming down the tunnel, but by the time you get into 8th, it's time to downshift, isn't it? Well, King's invalidated anyway, so...
Who's next? It's a
That blue one.
Mercedes. That'll be Shaggy.
No, it's William.
Oh, is it William?
William. Yeah. William, then Shaggy.
William, then Shaggy. Hell of a combo. Shaggy's mystery machine draped in black tonight. But here comes William. In is William. 11.9. Shaggy's got a benchmark to beat and does exactly that by half a tenth.
Tiny's next.
11.8. You were saying he's very much a master of Monaco.
Yeah,
Flood of
little
laps
Mick.
coming through now into the final corner. Comes Little Mick. And then behind him there's at least one Ferrari. I think the other one's been involved in an incident.
Rank
Little
Prix
Mick
next.
fastest. Rank Prix goes immediately faster than that. Innova Eagle Championship winner last season. Can he go even faster? No, he can't. He invalidated his lap, actually. Scar up to the line as well. CD goes into 6th place. Scar goes faster than that. 109. First lap that we've seen broaching that barrier. And King is also coming up to the final couple of corners. Battery on 10%. As he comes up to the line now. Don't know why the lap time was disabled for me. 1:11.3 there for
P3.
King. So it's Scar, Rank Prix and King. You're 1, 2 and 3.
Shaggy's next mucker, I think.
He's
No,
going
it isn't.
to
Winning
go
pits.
for another one, but I don't think he is. He's just coming into the pit lane, as I imagine is Tiny. We'll see what happens with Innova Eagle as he plunges down the hill. Through into the left at to back. Then into and out of the swimming pool into the Rascas.
Back marker. Oh.
That Ferrari's just got out of the way for him for Rank Prix. He's up to the line now. Innova Eagle 109, 110, 110, 1. Goes into 2nd place. Not a bad place to be, but again, Scar's really showing his dominance here in this qualifying session.
Fine
6 tenths
Waldo.
ahead of the rest of the field. Waldo up to the line now as well. Only man not to set a time yet in this session. 1:10.5. So again, the Ferrari's 3 and 4. So Ferrari could be the ones to watch here at Monaco. And that is the first round of laps.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, nice one, Waldo there. P4. Say Ferrari looking good.
Do you think Ferrari could be sort of a dark horse for this season? What are you thinking?
No.
Okay.
And that's for them to prove me wrong.
I was about to ask, could you go into more detail if you could?
No.
Okay. Damn it, I tried. Trying to get gossip out of you is like blood from a stone. Williams on his second outlap as well, taking his second
The
lap.
insider doesn't reveal.
Are you claiming to be the insider?
No.
Are you saying this now live on Twitch on Worldwide Telly that you are the insider?
No, not.
Okay.
By far not.
Oh my word.
I've got time being insider.
Oh, I'm sure you do. In between all the woodwork and all the other stuff that you do, I'm sure you've got time.
Nah.
Fair enough. Williams on an outlap as well. King also. Just under 5 minutes left in Q3. At the moment, it is Scar on provisional pole, Innova Eagle ahead behind him. And then the two Ferraris in third and fourth, who Mike doesn't think is going to be much of a contender for this season, but again, wants them to prove him very much wrong. As we're looking at Williams going through that first sector. And it's quarter of a second up. So if he can keep this pace, sort of top 6 maybe. Oh, I do love this massive mug that I have.
Why is it your favourite, matey?
It's just because it's massive. And I can have a load of drink in there. And so it saves me having to...
What colour is it?
Hmm?
What colour's your cup?
It's mostly black with a bit of yellow. It's got some, like, German websites sponsoring. It's basically... You know those massive Sports Direct mugs?
Oh, yeah.
It's basically that size, but for a similar company in Germany. I think.
Well, there's Williams on 5th.
King's also retired.
Yes. So a bit of Shaggy's on an outlet. Innova Eagle's on outlet.
Yeah, King's also retired.
Well
happy with 6th place at the moment. So that'll be the best that he can do and he can get.
I think Shaggy's the next on a hot lap, mate. He's just coming round into Rascas, whatever it is. My ass.
I think. I wouldn't. Let's not finish that sentence, Casper. Otherwise, it would very much go into an International Paddock Outtakes channel if we had one. Over the top of the hill goes Shaggy into Casino Square, the right-hander at turn 4. Minding the bump, but he clearly doesn't really care. Just drives right over it, trying to level the road.
Not much chat going on in the chat.
Yeah, we're calling you out, chat. Nah, joking, love yous. Through the tunnel goes the Stoke man, I think?
Yeah.
You've actually met him, so you know him better than I do.
6-fingered Stoke man.
Is he?
Yeah, and he'll come up to your knees. Cracking lad, though. Cracking lad, mate. Cracking lad.
Short little man. Love him to bits, though. Love you, love you, Shaggy. If you're watching.
Good lad.
Up the line, Shaggy goes from 9th. Doesn't actually improve his time, but could go again if he wants to. But I think he's lifted off there. It's got enough time to go around again, but again, you need to go a decent bit.
William, I think, mate. William's just coming around
to ask. Hits the wall, but goes fastest middle, so again, could be improving his time, but he'd need a very big improvement to move up the position. Hits the curbs on the inside of the exit of the swimming pool. Back end sliding as he goes into the pit lane. So happy with 5th place. Tiny retires
in
8th place.
Slightly up on his time.
And he's going to be, well, challenging possibly for 6th place, maybe even for 5th. But we'll see what happens across the line. 10-9, so goes into 5th place. Haas in 5th. Shaggy down, but he's on a slow lap. So
Innova Eagle.
That's exactly who I've just jumped to. 35 seconds in qualifying as Inver Eagle goes through the tunnel on what I believe is his second lap. Feinwaldo is, I believe, right behind him. I don't think Feinwaldo...
Rank it is.
Yeah,
Rank.
Feinwaldo's not going to be able to start a lap, so he's going to have to settle with fourth at best. Inver Eagle is down, but not out. Hits the wall there on exit. Just through the final couple of corners. In goes Inver Eagle.
He's done it again. Rank.
Up to the line goes the Ferrari. Could we actually see Scar dethroned? Ooh, close, but no cigar. Well, not really close. 4.5 tenths off. But Scar is on a hell of a lap. 10th.5 up on that time.
CD's next mucker.
After a sector. 10th.5. CD hits the wall.
Out. Yeah.
And I think Scar even hit that bit
He did.
of
He's 2 tenths up.
Yeah.
Who up, Scar, lad?
Almost 3 tenths. Could we see a 108 lap around here? We'll see what happens. Half a tenth to make up if he wants to get anywhere near that. As he comes up to the line, it's a 109.304, which consolidates his pole position. And the first pole position
Shaggy's
of
4 tenths
ERC Season 12 goes to Scar. But we'll see where Shaggy starts. 4 tenths up after 2 sectors. Where is the man from Stoke going to go? 8th place. Not bad. To be fair, it's not very good for Monaco, but it's not bad either.
That's it, I think.
I think that's it, because CD's just in the pits. So that is it. So I just want to say, I got that right. Thank you very much.
Shaggy's just run over a wheel.
Oh.
There's a wheel.
How did a wheel get on track?
I don't know. It was round Mirabeau sector, but I don't know.
Oh, fair dues. But qualifying, it's England, Sweden, England, if the flags are to be believed. Scar Rank Prix and Inver Eagle 1, 2, and 3. Newbies, SSR William in 6th place and CD in 10th. Good start for those pair, as we're going to have 38 laps of Monaco coming your way. First race of the new ERC season is upon us at long last. We'll see in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
And you're 1-0 up on the predictions, Casper.
I will take that.
You know what's next, don't you?
I do know what's next. I'm not normally on managers, so if this is the only race that I do, I will happily take a season-long 1-0 up on you.
Cheers, mate.
No worries. No worries. I'm just very competitive. God, imagine if it rains. I don't want to jinx it, but imagine if it rains.
Ooh.
Okay. Whew. Thank goodness for that. Right. I want to hear your bets for podium. Because I did pole position first. I want to hear your bets for podium.
Right then. Maybe a little bit controversial. I don't know. But I am going... Inver Eagle. Scar. King.
Oh! Is that... Are we going? Okay. Somebody readied up early.
Oh. Brilliant.
Sounds like we're going to have to re-lobby, I think.
Well, we can't blame us for it, mate.
Yeah, we didn't do a damn thing on that one.
Nice, interesting choice of tyres as well. I'll go through them in a minute, but we'll see what's happening.
Well, tyres are on your screen now. At the moment, it looks to be largely a combination of mediums and hards. But see, hards around here on a formation lap, you're not really going to warm them up properly. There's not enough distance to do that, I don't think.
No, you're right. Right, there's nothing in the chat, I don't think, about reloaded.
I'm just watching the Discord chat as well. There doesn't seem to be anything about it, and once the lights go out, there's no restarting with these guys. So once that happens, we're gonna have to go and stick with what we've got, which I think is what we're gonna do anyway. As the whole field is coming through, just looking at the magnificent marina, which again is lit
Lovely,
up.
innit?
We're not used to
Lovely.
seeing that.
Hey, your predictions, Casper. Come on.
Oh, my predictions. I think Scar, Innova Eagle, fine Waldo. I don't think there's going to be much movement in this Monaco Grand Prix, because there normally isn't, with all due respect.
Yep. No worries, Mucker.
As the drivers are lining up 39 laps of Monaco to cover about 45 minutes of, I want to say racing, but this is Monaco, so anything could happen. And we're glad to have you along with us for the ride. ERC Season 12 is getting ready to go, as all the drivers are now lining up. 12 rounds, 36 races, 3 different championships, 3 winners, but 1 league. ERC is back, and the 5 lights are now coming on, and we can see the middle top of your screen. They're all on now, and they've all gone off, and ERC is underway. Has Rank Prix got the good start that he needs to take that pole position lead into Santa Vot? No, and I think everybody's going side by side. There's a bit of movement there, I think, for 4th place. I think there's some going side by side up the hill. I think everybody's made it through. Now they're going into Casino Square, and I think it's all stayed relatively unchanged for the most part.
Yeah, I'll just have a quick look, mate. I'll just have a quick look. We've got Tiny up 1, Shaggy down 1, Elios is up 3, as is Sam McKenzie.
Good stuff for Elios. Yeah, Knoxville is down 3, and Gary is down 2 positions there as well. It's an unfortunate start for him as they're side by side through the tunnel. That is Bush Pig and Mark. Mark struggling, hitting the wall there through the casinos. They're side by side further back. Yes, there is. That's Jelly and Thanos. Thanos was almost forced off track there into the clutches of Sam McKenzie as they're heading into to back. But up at the top of the field, it is Scar Rank Prix, Innova Eagle 1, 2, and 3 as they head up to the Santa Vot for the 2nd time in this race. That was...
Somebody's in the pits. That's Mark's in the pits.
Yeah, I think the collision in the tunnel, that's probably what forced him in. Rank Prix has got a lot of pace.
Yeah, new wing for Mark.
That was actually quite an entertaining opening lap, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Again, we're not. This is Monaco. We're not really used to seeing that, but
just don't know what's around the next corner, mate, do we?
Well, exactly. So we'll see what happens. Down the hill into the Nouvelle Chicane, left and then right and then left again. They head up towards to back. Scar's opened up the gap to about 7/10, 3/4 of a second on Rank Prix. Remember, DRS is open next lap. Whether it's going to be effective or not, well, we'll see. As they head through Anthony Noakes and across the line. So DRS will be active from this point onwards. Well, it should be. I always like to wait for that
a little gap now, Scar.
Yes, it is. Yeah, everybody's sort of gapped a little bit now. Sam McKenzie's also come into the pit lane, so not a great start for McLaren. But don't forget, every position is points paying.
Yeah, new wing for Sam.
Ooh, Scar spun!
Scar spun down.
Scar spun, entry into the hairpin. That is... I'm not sure how he did that. I didn't even know that was possible. But that's dropped him to 7th place. Just gone side by side with Tiny, who's been forced to drop back and then into the clutches of Shaggy. Opportunity down into the Nouvelle Chicane. Does Shaggy go for it? No. Wiser heads prevail. and he stays in 9th place. But what a shocker of a hairpin that was for Scar.
Just deep breath, Scar, and let's rekindle.
Ferrari engines powering the top 4 at the moment. It's Ferrari Haas, Ferrari Haas. And if you would have had that on your Rolodex for an actual F1 race, you'd be, well, you'd be insane.
But say Rank is pulling a nice little gap out on the Innova Eagle, as is Innova Eagle on Waldo.
Right, so that's my prediction out of
Jelly's
the
in
water.
the pits. Oh, it's not over yet.
Well, yeah, that's very true.
He's gone for the softs as Jelly.
I'm looking at William in 5th place, one of the few of our newbies here tonight. Good start.
Yeah, it certainly is for the Williams driver.
Where did he start again? I think he started about 6th, didn't he?
I'll have a look for you, Mucker. Not a problem.
Scar's made a position on King into the Nouvelle Chicane, so an actual move has been made at Monaco,
Ooh.
not on the opening lap.
Bit of wing come off Williams' car there. I think it was Williams. No, it wasn't Williams' car. It might be the car in front, Little Mick.
I think it is
Yes,
Little Mick.
yes, it is.
He's going into pit lane now as well.
Plate. Yeah, I think he's got a puncher.
I'm not sure. I can't tell, I'll be honest.
No.
But then again, I am
camera angle's not very good.
So it could be, anything.
He's gone for fresh hards.
How long do you think hards can last around here?
I think they can go 30.
You think 30? We'll see. To be fair, hards around here. It's not a very tyre-heavy track, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Little Mick's got a penalty.
That's probably... that's Sander Vort corner cutting, actually. I was going to say that's probably the chicane, but no, it's cutting Sander Vort.
Yeah, turn 1.
He's right on the tail of De Knoxville as well. De Knoxville's not quite up to pace in terms of the other guys in this race, but again, managed to make it into Q2 anyway.
Yeah, if you look, Exo's up to P13 as well.
Good stuff. Rookie's up to P16 as well. Morelios in 12th. As I thought Little Mick was going to force a side-by-side there down the hill, but not to be. As Scar's made a move. My word. He's actually proving that overtaking at Monaco is possible.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely on it, Scar.
Really riled up.
It's a lot of time since he spin as well. He's
yeah.
Single digits, seconds-wise.
Position traded with Morelios and Exo, but I think that's by virtue of Morelios actually not being here.
Yeah, Little Mick's just passed to Knoxville as well.
That move was coming for quite a bit there.
Yeah, Exo up to P12.
Yeah, I think Morelios is under AI positionment.
Right.
Because he doesn't... Well, he is ghosted, and he is considerably slower than Exo. He's lost 2/10 since this lap.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's jump to...
Nice little battle for P7. You've got Tiny, Shaggy and CD.
Well, yes. CD in 9th place. One of our newbies again. Some of the others include William in 5th. Hell of a start for that man. Morelios in 13th, but I think that's...
You've got a yellow flag.
That's the chicane. Probably hit the wall. Might need a new front wing again.
Mark.
Unfortunate there. Again, one of our new guys. As we're looking at this battle for 7th place, Tiny, CD and Shaggy in the middle there of an A sandwich. I'm really stretching it, but it's AlphaTauri against Alpine. CD hit the wall there. I think he might have.
I think he did. Yeah, he glanced it, didn't he? Little Mick up to 13th as well, going to take Morelios. Look, this is the closest battle on circuit at the moment, Mucker. You've got Jelly as well, looking at the back of Rookie. I'll go down on that little battle while you're on this. And then you've got the two McLarens held up by Rookie. That's Jelly and Sam.
Starting lap 8 of 39. We're only 20% through this race. Rank Breeze, Innova Eagle, Find Walter 1, 2 and 3. Scar in 4th. William in 5th. The top rookie, as it were. Not including actual rookie license. But King in 6th. Tiny in 7th. Glad to see Jez getting back into racing. And then it's this battle here for 7th with Tiny, Shaggy and Seedy. Again, one of our new guys. Bushpig in 10th. Also worth mentioning that we do have an amended point system, so in ERC all positions get points, regardless of if it's 1st or 20th. It is a sliding scale incorporating every single position, because we're nice like that.
Yes. Instead of share the love, let's share the points.
Let's share the love as well, but we'll share the points as well, just as an added bonus. Thank you very much.
Mackenzie's got past Jelly. Sorry.
That's fine. Thank you very much. I'm probably going to butcher it, but Qatari, I think. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated as always.
Yeah, thanks, Qatari. Nice little. There's a right gang for. Get it out, Mike. P15, you got De Knoxville, Sam McKenzie, Jelly, and Rookie, and
ooh, side by side contact there.
Whoa!
This fight is really brutal. Mark and Rookie are also sort of going head to head with each other. Oh! Yeah,
Jelly caught De Knoxville there.
We just saw that sort of off of Mark's point of view. That was dodgy at best. Don't get me wrong, Jelly, I love you, but that was dodgy at best.
Yeah, no front wing for De Knoxville. He comes in the pits.
Yep. So he's going to be 19th and last at this point in time. But we'll jump back to the fight with the two McLarens. Mick and Exo traded positions going into Mirabeau. That's not somewhere you often see a move.
Who's that going slow there? Was that Exo?
Through the hairpin. I don't think so. That's Morelios.
Oh, Sam McKenzie. Yeah, Sam McKenzie's up P14. Morelios passed by both McLarens there, and he's in AI by the looks of it.
Yeah, I was going to say he's not been in for about 4 or 5 laps. So he's lost quite considerable ground, and I'm not sure if he is going to be coming back at least tonight.
Yeah, King's pushing William as well, by the way, as that Tiny Shaggy CD battle is raging too. So at this point, we wish we had 2 cameras.
Yeah, I was going to say, believe it or not, we've actually got multiple battles going on. Which, again, considering this is Monaco, this doesn't actually happen very often around here. But regardless, it's still very good. Yellows in the second sector. That is that Bushpig? That's Bushpig.
That's the Martin, isn't it? Yeah.
That's Bushpig deep into Mirabeau. Easily doable, but he's back. Only lost the 1 position to his teammate, so not very much of damage in terms of points, but still lost a decent bit of time.
Yeah, Morelios is losing positions now in AI, so I think his days are numbered. Tiny's still holding on to P7.
Back end sliding there for Seedy, who was sort of in this battle for 7th up until not very long ago, but he's dropped back off this a little bit. So it is Tiny versus Shaggy, which is the battle with that. I don't think I've actually seen these two battle on track.
I have. 2 very, very, very respectable drivers. I can't see there being a problem if one overtakes the other one, because got big respect. Both guys been in ERC for many a season now.
I was going to say, because if you were looking at the International Paddock Instagram, which, why weren't you? You should have been. At international
Yes.
underscore paddock, you will have seen yesterday that we managed to grab a graphic, actually, as a matter of fact, made by Tiny.
Bush pigs all over the back of teammates. No, he isn't. Sorry, taking notice on me. Little Mick all over the back of Bush pig.
Ooh.
Just coming out of the tunnel.
I should also mention that the CD's caught right back up to this pair for 7th place. So
Yeah, he has, and he's done well there.
He's done well. Before this season, Shaggy, in terms of race entries, has done 284. Tiny has done 102. And again, like we always say, more races doesn't necessarily always mean more championships. Shaggy hasn't actually won a single championship, but Tiny's somehow got one. So, consistency is important, but you've got to be consistently good as well. I'm not saying that Shaggy is good.
Consistently consistent.
Yes, that's the best way of putting it. I'm not saying Shaggy is bad, because he is far from that, but there's just some moments where he sort of loses a couple of positions and he's just
another yellow flag.
Off the pace. That's through to back, but they've come back, so we're okay. I think that's just blue flags, and I imagine we're going to be seeing that quite a lot. Fighting here in the chicane. Nicely defended there by Little Mick. Through to back. That was a brilliant defence there on exit. Yellow's in the first and third sectors, but again, that just looks to me for traffic. But what a defence there by Little Mick. Christ. Lap 13 of 39. Rank Reason of Eagle, Fine Waldo, E.T. Scar, your top 4.
Third of the way through.
Third of the way through. We're looking at this battle for 7th place. They're not actually very far off King and William, who are, again, fighting for 5th place points. So that could be very interesting to see if they're able to close up, and then if any moves are going to be made. I was going to say probably not, but we've actually seen quite a couple tonight already, so I wouldn't count it out.
Yeah. No, GP1 sim racing. My race comes to an end because of my Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi sucks.
Unfortunate. Yellow's in Mirabeau. That's for Jelly. I think
that's,
he's got deep
the McLaren.
There.
Yeah. Jelly. Not having a very good time tonight, Jelly. He pulls out wide to let Rookie past.
Yeah, he's not having a good night, and I know that Monaco is very much an odd one out in terms of the calendar, but there's still plenty more races to come. After tonight, we've got 35 different races in 3 different leagues coming your way, and if you're thinking, oh, Monaco's not for me, I'm not going to tune in. Well, next week is Bahrain. Bahrain, we've seen before, is a hell of a venue for a race. So, come back next week. We've got a lot of racing still to come over the next 3 months.
Yeah, we've got still that battle for P7, Tiny, Shaggy and CD.
Yeah, they're going through the chicane now and then into the back.
Jelly's in the pit and he's put fresh softs on his Jelly. And a new wing as well.
What? Right, around here, there's a lot of sort of technical sections. What for you is the most difficult?
Monaco.
Yes.
All of it.
If you had to pinpoint one or two specific sections.
The one I struggle on is through the tunnel. That little chicane. That's the one I struggle with, because when it's daytime, you can't see the light. Yeah, the light. You can't see because I'm just corners only, and it's difficult to see where that braking line comes in with
Yeah.
the sun shining on you. But another section I struggle with as well is the corner before the Hotel Chicane, Mirabout.
Mirabeau. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
no, not a great lover of driving Monaco. I don't mind. Don't mind commentating on it as Scar's pushing at the back of Waldo.
Yeah. Um, I'm I'm also corners only in terms of racing line, but for me, I I struggle with swimming pool exit.
Yeah, yeah.
I can most times get the entry okay, but it's the exit that I struggle with.
Yeah, I know
And
where you're coming from, mate.
then if we're looking on with Scar, it's just this right-hander here before the tunnel. It's downhill. It's a double apex. It's just horrifically awkward for me, and I don't like it. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you. But imagine doing your first ever race on this track.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag there. I
That's just for
don't know
traffic, I
who it
think.
was. Yeah, I think it's on myself, yeah. But nice little battle with Waldo and Scar now. As you come up to start finish straight, will DRS make any difference for Scar?
We'll see what happens. Up to Sandovot they go. There's allegedly meant to be, quoting a very famous engineer line, no heroics into Sandovot, but we'll see what happens. No heroics done into there as we're approaching half distance in this half distance race, so really sort of like a quarter distance if we were watching an actual F1 race, but really it's more entertaining than that.
Interesting as well. P4 Gar, next car behind him is his teammate Rookie, who's obviously been lapped up to P4.
Ha! Well then, we know normally Rookie does have a lot of pace, right? He's proven that on multiple occasions. In, I don't want to say no man's land, but he's three seconds down on Little Mick ahead of him, and 4.5 seconds ahead
I
of.
was just going to say to you, mate, mediums will get into the end of the life now, and as I said that, Innovative Eagle has pitted for hards.
It's as if you knew,
As if I knew.
Mike. It's as if you've raced on this track before.
Once.
Were you any good?
No.
All right. Cool.
Short but sweet and to the point.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you there. Fine Waldo is currently in the lead, and so is Scar in second place. They're currently on 17 lap old hards. There's more people coming in for changes of tyres. William has come in. He's coming out in 7th, 8th place. Roughly, he's going to be battling with little Mick up the hill. And then Shaggy's come in as well. Sam McKenzie's come in as well for not the first time in this race. We do expect a couple of the other guys to be coming in, especially those on the medium tyres. So people like possibly Mark and Elios as well. Actually,
Hey, we've had no time for the Magic Mike's fact, have we?
oh no, we haven't. Well, before you start, hold on. Move
Oh,
for
no,
William.
I'm not starting.
Move for William. That's down
Yeah.
into the chicane. That's for 7th place, holding Mick up as well. So nicely done. Conceding go from move into to back. A little too fast into there. Don't think he can actually fit 2 F1 cars side by side into that left-hander. That's a brilliant move there for William, though. Fair cop.
But I'm noticing that Rank and Innovative Eagle are in good positions at the moment because the actual time lost for the pits is 25 seconds. So they're in a good place, aren't they? Knowing that Waldo and Scar have got to pit, and Rank is actually closing down the gap between your front two. So Rank and Innovate in a good position.
You were saying the hards could last, give or take, about 30.
I would, yeah. Oh, we've got yellow flag, and
I
it's gone
find
off as
Waldo's
quick as it
coming
come
into
on.
the pit lane, so he's sort of answered what I was going to ask. What point do you consider putting the softs on over the mediums for people like Scar?
Oh, it's
I know I'm
lap,
asking you the difficult
lap.
questions.
No, I would say lap 28.
So about 10 laps or so.
Yeah. Hey, up, Bish.
What's Bish doing? What is Bish doing? Mate, we're on comms. Yeah. It's alright, mate.
Bish. Bish.
Live on International Paddock, it's manager's lap 20 of 39 here at Monaco. Scar
Scar's
is coming
pitted.
into the pit lane. See what he comes on to. Where does
He's
he come
put
out?
mediums on.
In respect to Rank, Prees and Innova Eagle as well, as they're coming through the start line now, so they're going to be ahead of Scar. But where does he come out in reference to Waldo? Is he going to be behind him now, I wonder? Yes, he is.
Yes.
By how much?
Not much.
Oh,
Well, that's buggered it. Scar's got a 10.
Did he possibly
Yes.
go
Over the roundabout, as I call it.
over the pit lane line, pit lane exit line?
Do you know?
Because
I don't know. It could be that. Could be the reason then.
Because
That
I
could be the
can
reason.
fully imagine, because again, we are talking about EA here. I can fully imagine it being a problem where
Ooh, who's that?
the game thinks that you've cut the corner.
Yeah, to Knoxville, just pulling over to the side. That's what the yellow flag was for, to let Yagi in the little mix through, I think.
Bush Pig, Mark, CD, you've all come into the pit lane. EXO currently in 10th place after starting the back end of the field.
To Knoxville's in and out of AE. AI even.
Ooh.
Where he's having problems. He's going quite slow.
I think from what I've noticed, and again, I know I've just absolutely shat on EA, but for this, I'd say that they've done it good, because if there's a lap car in front of you, and especially on a track like Monaco, they ghost the car so that you're not actually going to crash.
Yeah,
so I think
right.
that's what's happened. It's not that you're going in and out of AI, because otherwise we'd see Dunoxville's left the session, Dunoxville's rejoined the session, and so on and so on and so on, as Sam McKenzie gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. I'm not sure how, with all due respect.
Hey, another interesting little spot I've just done as well. Waldo and Scar aren't that far behind in the Eagle and Rank. Little Mick.
He's picked up 2 penalties there for that.
Yeah, I think that's his 3rd penalty then.
We'll look at penalties as well. Looks to be, because he's on 14 seconds. I don't think it's 3. I think it might be 4 penalties.
Do you want me to check for you?
Yeah, if you go into Race Director and...
I know what to do. I know what to do.
Little Mick has got
14 seconds, Little Mick's got.
See what they're for.
Yeah.
Because I know that he's just picked up 3 seconds for corner cutting, 5 seconds for crossing the white line. Did he get like 6 seconds for just like the multiple warnings thing, or? something else because I don't know.
I'm
In the
looking out
meantime,
for you.
find Waldo and Scott close as close can be. You can. I was going to say you can't really fit a yacht in between these guys because there's too many in the marina. Go on.
Right, 3 seconds for corner cutting. Where else are we going? Corner cutting, 3 seconds. That's 2 corner cuttings and 3 seconds for multiple warnings.
That's not ideal. It's difficult to get penalties around here, other than, you know, being in an incident because of how tight the walls are.
And also, you mentioned that, you know, the place just after the swimming pool, that section there, that catches me out on CTs as well. It's very good, very easy to get a penalty there.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, find Waldo down to under 3 seconds behind him in the Eagle now.
Yeah, Monaco's what's called, I think, a trace track, and there's quite a few that are really popular in the world. Scars, is he going to try and go down the inside? Contact there.
Ooh.
He's still going to try and force the move, but defense from Waldo. They've dropped back about a second and a half to the 2 guys ahead of them, but it's an attempted move that didn't really work. Ooh, side by side here into the Raskas. Hello.
Ooh.
Bit of a mistake there through the exit of the swimming pool. Inside into Anthony Nogues.
And there you go.
Waldo's forced to give up the position. We've had a fight at Monaco for multiple corners.
Hey!
Hurrah!
But I tell you, Scar has got that bit between his teeth now. He's, good lad.
15 to go. So he's going to be absolutely pushing it for the next 15 or so laps. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, trace tracks.
Eagles pushing as well, Grand Prix. Sorry, mate, go on.
It's fine. There's quite a few like popular trace tracks, but even then, for the most part, in some of them, like Macau, there's an opportunity for a move. Whereas here, at least with Formula One, that's not a thing. Hello, that's
his second penalty.
Is that his second?
Yeah.
I thought that was his first.
No, second.
Well then, that's his race done and dusted. I highly doubt he'll be able to get the win. TWP Mark makes the move on Jelly, 5th place. It's weird looking at this battle here for the lead at the moment. Rank Prix in the Eagle, 14 to go in this race.
Shaggy and King are quite close as well, but Innova Eagle pushing down on rank.
Oh yeah, well, we'll have
the closest battle.
I was going to say, we'll have a look at this battle here for 6th and 7th. Shaggy and King both very well qualified, very well known in the spaces of stuff like ERC, but also King runs the Supercharged League for F1. Shaggy's raced in plenty of different leagues, does Supercharged, done SRC, done ERC, done pretty much a lot. The only thing that he hasn't done for International Paddock is FSC, which we might have him do one day.
Right, Shaggy's in AI.
Is he?
No, he's not now.
Okay. Whew, I was about to say, what's happened? Is he disconnected or something? But yes, mentioned before, 12 race calendar. It's a very good calendar. Monaco, Bahrain, Canada, Spain, Baku, Texas, Jeddah, Hungary, Austria, Vegas, Monza, and finale at Interlagos, as it should.
Totally agree. Nice finale, that.
I think it's also a very nice way just to... It's sort of like a see the game off kind of thing. Because, it'll be the end of the season, end of the game. It's life cycle.
Have you seen the gap between 4th and 5th?
I've just realised that. It's half a minute, good lord.
Yeah.
But the gap between the top 4 is tightening ever close. There's 3 seconds between 4 cars at
Yes.
Monaco. That's
Yeah,
not going to
Scars
last.
up. Scars pushing Innovative Eagle now.
Second and third is closest, but these guys are right on the tail of each other. Fine Waldo isn't very far behind, ready to try and pick up the pieces. We're on board with Innovative Eagle, second place. Won the championship last season in stellar style.
See, Scars making them mediums work, isn't he? That's back marker.
Of course, the big question is how long will they last?
Yes, certainly. Well, there's only 11 laps to go. I don't know. I can't see them softs lasting. Oh, he's on mediums. Jelly.
Another one. Does that put him on 17 now? No, I confused Jelly with Little Mick there.
He's gone in for fresh tyres as well. He's had enough of the 12-lap-old softs. So is that an indication? He's gone
Possibly.
for softs again.
To be fair, if you can run 12 laps on softs, you can run 12 laps till the end. Rookies could also come into the pit lane. As there's round the outside into there is not going to work. Yeah, round the outside into there is not going to work. It's a good attempt, but the crucial word being attempt.
Yeah, that's Jelly's first penalty, by the way.
There you go. First penalty of the season. Hopefully no more. Scar right in the back. He's going to try to the outside of Sander Vart, but Innovative Eagle goes to cover that line. He's got a good drive out of that corner though, up towards Casino Square from Massenet. Move into there. Dive bomb into Mirabeau. No, in fact, it goes a little bit deep, slightly. And the hairpin. It's a short lap because in terms of time, it's about the same as Interlagos. But in terms of distance, it's much less. And then in terms of everything else, it just isn't. But here comes Scar trying to. Again, he tries down the inside, a move which didn't work on Fine Waldo a couple of laps ago.
Fine Waldo's caught up as well.
He has.
He's battling. So you've got four cars now.
Battling for the lead with one of them. 6 seconds down.
Time is out.
A safety car.
Ooh,
and in they go. Ooh. Scar stays out. Now that throws the cat amongst the pigeons. Yeah,
doesn't it just? Eagle and rank 3's Waldo have got to come through the pack. Well, no, they won't. They won't actually because they're 30-odd seconds in front of P5 William.
But
tiny.
There is, however, a saving grace here for Scar. That saving grace being he's going to have lapped cars in between. That is going to happen.
Ooh.
Right? He's not... I know we've been saying about the lapped car rule, but around here it's extremely difficult to make that work. I wouldn't be surprised if, at least for this first race, that rule is not enforced. Because otherwise, you're going to be getting constant people saying, oh, we tried, oh, this, that, the other. But it's just, there's not enough runoff around here. So there is going to be at least some lapped cars. There already is one in terms of his teammate, who is, where is he, in 17th place. But this is going to be a very interesting end of the race. Old mediums against new softs, I presume. A couple of mediums, actually, as well.
I'm just wondering, I think China's retired in the pitch, you know.
Why has the safety car come out then? Why is the safety car come out for that then? That makes no sense.
No, me.
Well, we were talking about saving grace
Never
for Sky
mind,
being lapped cars, and there is, well, lapped car, because there is only one. Unfortunately for the Red Bull, it's the other Red Bull that is in the way for Innova Eagle. As these guys are heading down the hill through the tunnel. Going off just this race, who sort of like impressed you so far?
Scar. I mean, I say he's tipped for the top, but his pace is something else. He's made up some right good gaps. Obviously, William as well, being his debut, he's even though he was a 20 seconds plus behind the leaders, he's done well in his debut because he's got some, legends of the ERC behind him, like Shaggy and Exo and what have you. So he's caught my eye. How about yourself?
I was gonna say I'm sort of
jelly again.
I'm sort of cautious in like what we take from this race onwards to the rest of the season, purely because Monaco is unique, right? It's not really representative of the rest of the season. So I sort of try to be careful about what I take out of this race. But again, Scar's done very well, given the spin thing that he had entry into the hairpin on lap 3, I think.
Yeah.
And he's back at the front. Granted, with penalties, which is going to be difficult to overcome, but not impossible, of course. William not on his return, first race, cracker of a first race so far in 6th place. Considering he's had Shaggy breathing down his neck of all people, not an easy man to keep behind you. Fair dues to you. I'd also like to say people like Thanos, that they were sort of towards the back at one point, and now they're sort of mid-pack.
I can go through the changes if you want, position changes.
Yeah, go for it. I've just got it on my screen, but go for it if you want.
Yeah, Innova Eagle's up 1, King's up 2, Shaggy's up 1, CD's up 2, Bush Pig up 3, Thanos is up 1, then you got Exo up 5, Sam McKenzie up 6, and Rookie License up 2. Your downers, Ranks down 1, Little Mix down 4, Marks down 3, Elios down 1, and Do Knoxville down 4. Keeping the same positions they started are Scar, Waldo, William, and Jelly.
On board with Rookie, he's coming into the pit lane now, so he's going to get out of the way of everything of this. It's a second and a half of a gap already between him, his teammate, and Innova Eagle as they're coming up to the line now to start lap 33. Innova Eagle's got a 3-second time penalty for cutting Sander Vop. There's a battle further back as the lap cars trying to get in and out of the way. We're on board with William as they're heading up the hill. 7 to go. Literally going through the wrapped cars.
Sorry.
That's fine. Go for it. CD literally going through the lapped cars into Mirabeau and then the hairpin.
Innova Eagles close the gap on Scar now. Down to a third of a second.
That's some pace on those softs, but then again, like, are they going to last long enough though? I imagine so, but who knows? Anything could happen. We're looking at this battle for the 4th lead. Of course, Scar does have a 3-second penalty disadvantage compared to Innova Eagle. Innova Eagle's only got 3 seconds. Scar has 6. It was all back end sliding.
Back end, yeah.
Yeah. TDV Mark's also got ahead of Sam McKenzie. That's for 13th place. Not much of a points increase, but still points on the board regardless.
Rank is only 3 seconds behind Innova Eagle as well, so he's coming in on a podium if things stay the same as he's clean.
To be fair, if he can stay within 3 seconds of Innovate Eagle, I reckon he might even be on for a win here.
Yeah, could do. And we've got William pressing all over the back of King.
And again, King is not an easy man to overtake, so
No.
if he can get past him, he would be making an absolute hell of a statement. As we've seen from
Here's
just
Innovate Eagle and Scar coming down out the tunnel. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
That's all right, no problems. 5.5 to go. We're approaching the final stages in this race. There's all back in
King
sliding.
with a penalty.
King with a penalty. Does that happen often for King?
Oh, it depends what mood he's in.
Fair dues. DRS is now enabled. I've just reminded myself to remember to have the party on invite only for next time. Thing is, I normally do have it on invite only, but then I completely forgot for tonight. And then Bish, love you to death if you're listening, just comes in out of nowhere and says hi.
And what was the excuse? He's been out and lost all sense of time. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. As if. I'd say something else, but here we go. Opportunity for a move. You've only got 4 more runs into Nouvelle, and really once you pass the Nouvelle chicane, you're sort of out of moves.
Look at rank, 1.5 seconds behind.
I was exactly about to mention that. Rank is 1.5 seconds behind. Innovate Eagle's not really been able to make use of those soft tyres. So he's really mired behind Scar in front of him. So could we see still a Ferrari 1-2?
Waldo's on it as well.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely what I mean. If they can keep within, that penalty gap, you could absolutely see a Ferrari 1-2 into Massenet too wide. That would have been possibly the move of the race.
Yeah.
But no, that was even for these guys. That's too difficult. Riding the curbs on the inside of the hairpin. Is that? That's not King. Okay, I thought that was King behind these guys. That's just a lapped car.
Yeah. Yeah, because King's 12, 13 seconds behind P4 now.
Yeah, so he's
penalty.
Not,
so yeah,
he's
William
not really
Shaggy,
in this battle.
Yeah, get past him. No.
William does seem to have secured himself 5th place, which is again a brilliant result for him. Against CD also in a pretty comfortable sort of 8th, maybe even 7th, should things go his way in terms of how close he'll be to King. But we're starting lap 37, so it is 3 to go. So we've got, what, less than 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Because the laps are so short.
At this pace. So we won't get any safety.
Almost. That's front wing contact there. Rank Priest has lost a bit of his front wing. Almost side by side into Massenet. What is happening?
Now, if Scar can pull away from, because he's going to be slowing of the Eagle, he's going to hold the Ferraris up. If Scar can get, at least 3 seconds on this board, he's back in contention.
Well, he needs 3 seconds on Innovate Eagle, but he needs 6 seconds on Rank Priest. He's currently got about 2.5. Give and take.
I'd say, Innovate's could hold these up. Don't forget, has he got wing damage?
I think he does. I did see a bit of debris flying up.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Something. I don't know whether it's specifically his car or AN other, but we could be seeing side by side through the chicane, and that is Fine Waldo making a move on the exit of the swimming pool. I'd imagine there's some form of team orders there, but still a brilliant move nonetheless. Oh my word. 2 to go.
It's all happening. It's all happening.
Any of these guys could win.
Innovate's pulling the gap on Waldo.
The thing is, if Innovate can pull out that 3 second gap on Waldo, he's got the win. there's so much maths here to contend with that I'll be honest, I'm not going to say who's.
No, we'll leave it now. We'll leave it now.
Yeah, I've just seen chat. Tiny's front right wheel really liked the wall, and so I assume crashed into it. CD's
Oh.
gone into the pit lane. Sam
Yeah.
McKenzie's overtaken TTV Mark for 11th place.
End up blaming CD for going in to try and get this fastest lap because he's 57 seconds ahead of Bush Pig.
Might as well. Why not? Especially if he's got the time. Why not? Go for it. Show that you've got the pace. Starting the final lap in a couple of moments' time, Mark's got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I usually say track limits, but it's not really around here. Right, Rank Priest has dropped off this battle, right? So he's not really going to be in the podium fight. So the podium is set in terms of who's going to be on it.
Yeah.
In what order? I haven't
Nobody knows.
a clue.
But all will revealed in 60 seconds' time.
In about, in like 3 kilometres time, because this circuit is not very long at all. Into the hairpin, lock up there for
Waldo.
Scar.
Look at Waldo.
I think has Waldo won a race before?
No, not as I know of.
I know Scar has. I know Innova Eagle has. This would be a hell of a debut win for him. I'm honestly not sure where to look. I imagine Waldo's just going to keep it behind. He can see the penalties for the 2 men ahead of him, so he has sort of guaranteed himself the win so far, but he needs to keep it clean through this section, which, at least for me, is the most difficult one of the lot. Exit of the swimming pool. 3 more corners to go. Larascas navigated perfectly. Into Anthony Noakes. Nicely done through that kink and onto the start-finish straight. Scar wins on the road, but with his first win in ERC, Waldo gets the win through penalties. 2nd place for Innova Eagle, 3rd place for Scar. Rank Priest what could have been for 4th place. Bit of a pace drop-off at the end. And we're going to jump to CD because he's in the middle of a fastest lap attempt. Going through the chicane, 2nd sector is going to trigger through here, exit of to back. We'll see what sort of pace he's looking at. He's 1.4 down. I don't think that's going to net the fastest lap point there.
No.
No.
But cracking debut there from Waldo.
Yeah, well, cracking debut, cracking first win, yeah. CD comes across the line. Not even improving on his own personal best, let alone the actual race best. And we're just waiting for Knoxville to come across the line, and we will be golden. And there we go.
Well.
Yeah, looking at CD in 9th place. Michael, driver of the day?
Can you see anywhere further than Waldo?
Well, I can see Waldo, and I think as sort of like a 2nd place, I'm going to put William. Hell of a debut.
Yeah, definitely. But Waldo, driver of the day for us too, and the game as well.
And the game as well. So for once, we agree with the game, which doesn't actually happen very often. But we can see just Waldo picking up his debut win, and then the champagne, and the trophy, the very special trophy here at Monaco. That is it for us for tonight. Super Thursday is tomorrow. Mike and Sam, finale of Simtech at Canada. Whereas if you want to see more racing here at Monaco, it's Andrew and
Three-way
Angelo
battle.
tomorrow.
For
yeah, brilliant battle.
SRC.
Yep. And then the 100 around here, short quality 100% race, is going to be on extra with normally myself and Angelo, but I'm going on a little bit of a, I don't want to say holiday, but I'm going up north to see family. So it'll be Andrew and Angelo. Friday night is FSC. It's a sprint weekend at Austria. I think Angelo might be jumping on that, but we'll confirm that a little bit later. Sunday is Masters with Mike and Andrew, as per always, with God knows whatever could happen. And then the first instalment of the ERC podcast, I'm not sure what it's going to be called, with Mike and Andrew, is Monday at 8?
Ooh, I don't know. It used to be 6, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll
It'll be
confirm it.
Monday evening, Monday night. We'll confirm it on socials. Instagram at International Paddock. We'll confirm it all on
Yes,
there.
we will.
So be sure to follow that. But unless you've got anything else, I think that's it.
Um, I'd just like to add that Waldo got maximum points as well because he got the fastest lap.
Oh, aye. Fair dues. Didn't even notice that. So Waldo making a hell of a statement. Is he a reserve?
Waldo now he's full time for Ferrari.
Ah, so Ferrari making a start with their driver just as they'd want. But that'll be it, I think, from us tonight. He'll see you on. Well, he'll see you tomorrow. I will see you all next week. So it's a goodbye from Mike.
And it's goodbye from him and me. And I'd like to wish you a happy holiday. Going to see the family, and also congratulations to Tiny, as he'll be getting married shortly.
Yes, I wasn't going to mention specifically why he's going on holiday, but yes, he's going on honeymoon. So let me doff my cap to you, sir, if I had one. But yeah, that's it from us tonight. Stay safe, everyone. We'll see you all soon. Bye bye.
Good night. God bless. Bye.